And here in the United States, President Joe Biden raised a record-setting $30 million at a star-studded fundraiser in Los Angeles. The event was graced by former President Barack Obama and Hollywood actors George Clooney and Julia Roberts. Meanwhile, Donald Trump appeared at a black church while campaigning in Michigan, hoping to dent President Biden's advantage among black voters. President Biden and Donald Trump's re-election efforts come just 10 days before their presidential debate on June 27th. Our next report takes you inside the latest twists and turns in the race for the White House.
With the race for the White House heating up, some of Hollywood's biggest stars headlined a fundraiser for President Joe Biden and raised more than $30 million for his re-election efforts. The star-studded night saw actors George Clooney, Julia Roberts and Barbra Streisand taking the stage at the 7,100-seat Peacock Theatre in Los Angeles, while Jack Black, Jason Bateman, Kathryn Hahn and Sheryl Lee Ralph also entertained the crowd. The glitzy fundraiser also featured former President Barack Obama. Meanwhile, the conversation between Obama and Biden was moderated by television host Jimmy Kimmel. During more than half an hour of their discussion, both the Democrats stressed the need to defeat former President and presumptive Republican nominee Donald Trump in a race that's expected to be exceedingly close. Biden also warned about what Trump's second term might look like. He said that if the Republican is re-elected, then the next 4 years could see openings in the Supreme Court, potentially leading to the appointment of more conservative judges. Meanwhile, Obama claimed that some people in the country have normalized behavior that used to be disqualifying, referring to Trump's recent conviction in the criminal hush money trial. Now, Saturday's fundraiser was also filled with some awkward moments, and one of those has now gone viral on social media. At the end of the dazzling event, Biden seemed to lock eyes with the crowd and stood like a statue for about 10 seconds until Obama helped him by taking his hand and guiding him off stage. The incident once again sparked concerns of the 81-year-old president's cognitive health, and his political rival Donald Trump did not miss the chance to call him out. The Republican who campaigned in Florida and Michigan questioned Biden's mental health and suggested he should take a cognitive test.
It's so sad to watch. Our country is being destroyed by incompetent people, by grossly incompetent leadership. Probably the dumbest leadership in the world. In fact, I think we should have, and I've called it, all presidents should have aptitude tests, IQ tests, or cognitive tests.
Now, during his rally in Detroit, Trump appeared at a black church as part of a push to peel black voters from President Biden ahead of the November vote. The Republican focused on his core messages, blasting the Biden administration over high inflation, crime and illegal immigration, which he said has harmed black Americans in particular.
Millions of illegal aliens are pouring in and they're taking your jobs. The black community is being hurt more by the illegal aliens, 16, 17 million. They're taking your jobs. You're down 6-7% from where you were just 3 years ago with me. And it's going much lower because millions and millions of people are coming into your communities. It's no longer every state is a border state. You've heard that. But they're coming into your community and they're taking your job. They're affecting the African Americans and then after that the Hispanic Americans more than any other group.
Trump also talked about how donations to his campaign have increased since his hush money conviction, which according to him was a rigged trial.
All of their persecution of me and others is only happening because I'm running for president and leading very big in the polls. And since the rigged trial in New York, my numbers have increased substantially. And fundraising, by the way, is, I believe, the highest numbers in the history of politics, just like these crowds.
Biden held an early lead in the campaign money race against Trump. However, just last month, the Republicans' campaign announced that it raised a whopping $141 million, which was further padded by tens of millions of dollars in contributions after Trump's guilty verdict. Now, with the presidential election less than 5 months away and Trump surpassing Biden in fundraising numbers, it remains to be seen who will win the ballot race.
From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.